I'm so lonely. Some days I feel so alone I could cry, but I don't. I never do. Because what would be the point? Not a single person in the entire universe would care. It's crazy to think that something that comes out the mouth of a villain, such as Conquest, a fictional character, can be infinitely more relatable than 90% of real life people around me. I mean, technically these lines were written by a real person, so whoever that person is though, they are a real one. Recently, I've been thinking a lot about loneliness. This loneliness is born out of feeling disconnected, like no one truly understands or relates to me. And no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to bridge that gap. I do go out and talk to people. I have friends that I hang out with from time to time. I'm not a socially withdrawn, shut-in person or anything like that. Dang, I'm trying to get a job right now. But despite doing all the things that would consider or classify me as a normal person under whatever metrics, I'm still incredibly lonely. I guess you can consider this some sort of mental isolation. So, what has brought me to this point? One of the biggest reasons I struggle to connect with people is that my interests and thoughts feel completely different from those around me. For example, I'm a music nerd. Music isn't just something that I listen to. It's something that I deeply analyze, obsess over, and immerse in. But most people don't function that way, simply put. And no matter what it is, I always seem to care way more than the average person. Every time I try to share what excites me, I can already tell that others don't share the same enthusiasm. I know this because I tried sharing things in the past many times, because I thought to myself naively, it wouldn't hurt to try, right? Well, I was dead wrong, because it hurt a frick ton. You just see the uninterested look in people's eyes and it really burns your soul. Eventually, I just stopped trying. I just stopped it altogether. After a while, it feels pointless to even open up. As a result, conversations become very dry and performative. Basically, whatever I could come up with to get the job done. However, there are exceptions. Some guys to hang out with are cool and I'm able to, talk things to them in a more in-depth and honest way. However, there are no deep music talks or anything like that. I mean, sure, there are some interesting live talks versus the average person, but that's about it. The core problems remain. Even so, I appreciate my friends because without them, I don't even know what life is going to even look like. Still, some things gotta change, regardless. The pain become more difficult to bear as I grow older, while still continuing to suppress my interests, because the older you get, the wiser you become, or at least the more aware you are of the cause of your loneliness and suffering. And what's worse here is the fact that if I wanted to reach out, I suck. And the more I stay silent, the harder it gets to break free from this cycle. It is truly a struggle in every sense of the word. I've always believed that making videos could be my way of escaping all this, because if I can't connect with people in my everyday life, maybe I could do it through content, sharing things I love, finding others who are like-minded, just good stuff like that. But every time I try, I hit a wall. I can't translate my thoughts into something that feels right. The way I envision things in my head never comes out how I want. Maybe it's a skill issue, maybe it's, a combination of different things. I don't know. Nevertheless, it's super exhausting because it's not just about making a bad video. It's also the fact that I spend hours filming, editing, tweaking every little detail only to end up with something I don't even want to post. That kind of disappointment is mentally devastating. Consequently, it makes me not want to pick up my camera or my recording software ever again. It's like, if I can't even express myself properly here, then why even bother? Now, it's sad as it might be though, I will not stop anytime soon, because I know that giving up isn't the answer, even if it means I got to push myself, even if it means, it's draining and probably embarrassing as well. I just know, alright? I know I have something to say and I can make something that's enjoyable, not only for myself, but for many others. I should just create for the sake of creating, even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect. Sure, my skill needs some honing and sharpening, but consistently creating will do exactly just that. And maybe if I stop overthinking and, just do it, I'll finally be able to produce something that actually feels great. I will never surrender to my circumstances, ever. So, if you've ever felt like you don't belong, like you are there but you're not there, like the truest parts of you, your love, your passion, and everything like that, just locked away, suppressed, and imprisoned because no one really gets you and it's not worth getting hurt. I just want you to know that you are not alone. I, after all, exist, and that at the very least makes it two of us. And I am tired of the state of existence. So instead of sitting around waiting for a space, a community where we can fit in to materialize, I'll take matters into my own hands and make one, so that I and hopefully some of you guys can start, living life as opposed to just existing by joining the space. There will be some announcements soon, so bear with me guys. I just need a little bit more, prep time to, cook things just right. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I hope it means something to you. I really do. It's been that boy and it's been fun sharing stuff. And I guess I'll see you in the next video, which will be soon. Ciao.